Guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. The snake wants to get back into the queendom with Nicki Minaj. So your boy, Champagne Thickums, who lost his rap battle to Kung Fu Kenny, the king of rap, is working on an alleged EP/album, and he wants Nicki Minaj to be on his album. Now, if you remember, Nicki was supposed to be on the album for all the dogs. She ended up taking the song Needles from Champagne Thickums. That was originally his song, and he gave it to Nicki Minaj because he wanted FTCU, okay, which Nicki revealed in her interview with Ebro, okay, on Apple Music, I believe. And she kept FTCU and Needles. No shade, Needles wasn't that great of a record in my opinion. My least favorite on Pink Friday 2, no shade. And Champagne Thickums didn't even promote the song, okay? He didn't even promote Pink Friday 2. But because he lost a lot of his friends in the industry, you know, Future's no longer his friend, Mustard, The Weeknd, Rick Ross, you know, he may not be doing a lot of collaborations moving forward, but Nicki Minaj has remained loyal to Champagne Thickums during his hate train era. You know, she has not, you know, worked with Kung Fu Kenny. She hasn't done any new songs with Future. You know, Future was on Pink Friday 2. Even YoungBoy, you remember she was talking about YoungBoy every week. They did like, 4 collaborations together. But when he dissed Champagne Thickums, you know, Nicki hasn't really mentioned YoungBoy since. But with that being said, let me know if you guys would be here for the collaboration. Me personally, I do not need any more Champagne Thickums and Nicki Minaj collaborations ever again. You know, no shade. Champagne Thickums, you had your chance and you blew it. You were supposed to make another moment for life. Another Make Me Proud. You didn't do that, okay? Needles is nowhere as great as Make Me Proud, Moment for Life, or even Seeing Green, okay? Not even better than No Frauds. I think Champagne Thickums purposely gave her that record because he wanted FTCU, and she was smart enough not to give him the song. Now, with that being said, the Barbs are clowning Ice Spice. You know, fans are talking about how Ice Spice payola-fying monthly listeners went from 45 million after Ice Spice text messages got leaked by her ex-best friend, Baby Stormy. And fans are talking about how, you know, Ice Spice had majority of the Barbs as fans and how the Barbs run female rap. Okay, which is kind of true. I mean, these other girls don't have fan bases like Nicki Minaj, okay? Especially in female rap. I honestly could not even believe this. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is kind of embarrassing. And this is what happens when you go up against Nicki Minaj. What I think Ice Spice should do is just forget about doing hip-hop and go strictly pop. Link up with the chart-obsessed races, you know, Billie Eilish. Do a song with Doja Cat and call it the day. I would leave rap alone because I don't think she's going to survive without the Nicki Minaj cosign. The Barbs are done with you. No shade. Now, Doja Cat, was this necessary? Fans are talking about the fact that Doja Cat put in her bio on X, my dad's a deadbeat, but I did well. Okay? Now, if you don't know who Doja Cat's father is, he is a South African singer/actor, okay? I don't know how popular he is because I didn't really hear of him until Doja Cat became popular, but, you know, that's where she gets her talent from. And I do understand that, you know, her father was not in her life. It definitely shows. Especially when it comes to the men that she chooses to date, and the fact that she be in them racist chat rooms with them ugly white men. So I can definitely tell her father was not in her life. But I don't know if it was necessary to put that in your bio. I don't know. I feel like that was just overtly petty, okay? I can understand if he had said something negative about Doja Cat recently. I didn't hear anything. Maybe he did say something negative. Nobody probably watches his interviews because he's not that big, especially in the U.S. But I just don't think it's necessary for Doja Cat to be doing all these stunts. I mean, walking around here naked, you looked a mess at the Met Gala. Now you dissing yo daddy, okay? It's giving Botch and Bitter vibes, like PR stunt or basically Doja Cat trying to get attention. That's what it comes off as. Now, moving on to Botch and Bitter. Botch and Bitter's Dr. Miami single has officially went gold. That song is not really a hit to me, but I think it's still on the Hot 100 charts. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. And then also, Botch and Bitter allegedly throwing some shade at Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Botch and Bitter did an interview with Rolling Stone, as we know, and she mentioned an artist who don't tour properly, okay? She said, that's why I feel like a lot of these people don't have fan bases, because they never touch the people. They just famous and they went to Chitlin Circuit, okay? Well, Botch and Bitter never been on an official world tour. And Megan Thee Stallion is on a world tour currently. I don't know if everything is sold out, but she is on a world tour. But I don't know if Megan Thee Stallion has a strong enough fan base. Some people are talking about this could be directed at Megan Thee Stallion. Some people are saying that this could be about Ice Spice. I feel like she's shading herself, though, because you never really touched the people. You haven't really had a world tour. Megan Thee Stallion is doing a tour before you. I mean, how can you really talk? But Megan Thee Stallion doesn't have a big fan base. And even though she's going on tour, I don't know if this is going to help with her album sales, okay? Because no shade, BoA is only going to debut in the top 60 on the Hot 100. To me, that's a flop with a music video. And if you got playlisting, that's definitely a flop. So she could be talking about any one of the newer female rappers, but a lot of the newer female rappers like Sexy Red, Ice Spice, Doja Cat, they've been on tour except for you, Botch and Bitter. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion allegedly will not only have Glorilla Glue on her album, which we talked about yesterday. They already did a collaboration, Wannabe. But allegedly, she is trying to get another collaboration with Queen Bee. Now, they already did a collaboration called Savage. Which went number one. It didn't debut at number one, but it did go number one after a few weeks. And so, because BoA didn't do so well in the charts, unfortunately, you guys did not support. Having a Queen Bee collaboration on her next album can get Megan another top 10 hit. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Here's the thing. Will it be as good as Savage? Savage was a hit song, and Queen Bee made it slightly better. But I feel like, will it be the same? Because no shade to Megan Thee Stallion, I don't feel like her music is as great as it used to be. So it's going to be very interesting to see how her and Queen Bee are able to do a collaboration, moving forward. But I'm here for it. If the song is fire. If it sounds like Savage or the Savage remix, whatever you want to call it, I'm here for it. Now, Queen Bee gets snubbed again. Just a slap in the face to the Queen of Music. Queen Bee's Cowboy Carter album hasn't been nominated for the Academy Country Music Awards for 2024. And she's had, the number one album with Cowboy Carter. She went number one with Texas Boredom, even though I don't really like that song. And she also topped the charts with Purdue Chicken and 16 Carriages and other songs that came out. Why didn't she not get any nomination? Maybe she missed the deadline, but honestly, it's just a slap in the face. Okay? I think that these award shows are being racist towards Queen Bee. I mean, she should be nominated in the country music awards and at the Academy Country Music Awards because she is a star. Okay? She made it hot for Black people to put out singles in the country genre. Okay? She helped Shabuzi, top the charts. K Michelle is getting more recognition because of Queen Bee. I mean, she gave a lot of women opportunities on Cowboy Carter. How did she not get any nominations? So hopefully it's because she missed the deadline. Because if it's not because she missed the deadline, then, that's racism. And I think Queen Bee needs to call them out. I mean, that just don't make any sense. Now, moving on from that, the Doja Cat fans, the kitty litters, are very upset with Nicki Minaj. They are upset because Nicki Minaj left a comment under Billie Eilish's photo. She just dropped a new album. Nicki Minaj commented and said, "Hugs you really tight for a really long time," and screams, "Congratulations on your new album, Billie. Love you so much." Then she also says, "Hugs Phineas," and screams out again, "Congratulations, Phineas," with a bunch of emojis. And a kitty litter said, "But it was crickets when Doja Cat released Scarlet." Okay? So a lot of fans are calling Nicki Minaj out for, supporting Billie Eilish, who she did sample on Pink Friday too. She did sample Billie Eilish for the song "Are You Already Gone," which was dedicated to Papa Bear and her father that passed away. So, she probably has a good relationship with Billie Eilish. And obviously, why would she support Scarlet, which was a complete flop and trash album? Scarlet was trash, no shade. And Doja Cat denied to be on the Cowgirl song. That just doesn't make any logical sense. I'm like, do people on Stan Twitter have common sense? Like, why would she shout out Doja Cat and she not cool with Doja Cat and Doja Cat declined to be on Cowgirl? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Plus, Scarlet was trash. They don't deserve a shout out, but the kitty litters need all the promotion they can get because Scarlet did 4,000 in per sales, okay? And then also, the deluxe only did 400 copies in per sales. So, I can understand why they probably need a shout out, but Nicki Minaj is not required to give no shout out for no albums, okay? A lot of these female rappers and the other female rappers' fan bases are very entitled. Now, as for Billie Eilish's new album, I listened to it. I don't know if I have a favorite song just yet, but the song Lunch is a bop. Now, that song is a bop. At first, it was taking me a while to get into the album. No shade to Billie. And I do like alternative music. I listen to Lana Del Rey. But, I got to keep listening to the album. But the Lunch record is fire. That's a bop. I can see that going number one or topping the charts. She's in her lesbo era. And she talking about eating the coochie. And that record is fire. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Scratch Off. Scratch Off is going through it because Scratch Off still has not sold out her arena concert that she is headlining in ATL, her hometown, according to herself, because allegedly she's from Ohio. But she is headlining the Hot 107.9 Birthday Bash. And unfortunately, there's still a good amount of tickets left. And she has roughly a month left to sell out. Allegedly, she's supposed to be bringing guests. She has not announced a guest. But she's still not selling out. RCA, the colorists, are kind of worried about the future of Scratch Off's career because Sunday Side Chick flopped on the charts. She hasn't put out the remix because Champagne Thickums allegedly has stopped the remix. Well, at least his verse for Mistress Service remix is not coming out because of his beef with Kung Fu Kenny. So that's why he don't want to put out no features right now. okay, until he makes an official musical comeback. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Why y'all not supporting, scratch off ATL, arena concert, if you're from ATL? I mean, y'all supposed to be supporting the princess of ATL. That's what she calls herself, the princess of ATL. And so this is kind of disappointing. Now, Sweetie's Nani earns 263,000 streams his first day of release on Payola. Let me know if that's a good or bad thing. The song is a cute song, but I wouldn't listen to the song. Like, it's not in my playlist because I don't listen to, like, Forever 21 Target music. No shade. But, I think that this is a good look for Sweetie considering that her last EP sold 2,000 first week. So this is probably, better than, what her previous music has done. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Kung Fu Kenny. Kung Fu Kenny Champagne Thickum diss tracks are currently getting more streams than every song Champagne Thickum has released this decade combined. Interesting. That's actually very shocking. I guess a lot of people sick and tired of Champagne Thickums. Not only that, Kung Fu Kenny has agreed to pay more than $40 million for a Los Angeles home. Allegedly, it's a Brentwood home in Los Angeles. It's 16,000 square feet. And it's one of the priciest homes in the city this year so far. Wow. I didn't know Kung Fu Kenny was balling like that. A $40 million house? Goodness gracious. I didn't know he had it like that. Now, I know he made over $100 million on tour and everything, but Kung Fu Kenny doesn't come off as a spender or like a person that would spend that much money on a house. Goodness gracious. So it seems as though he is moving back to Los Angeles, possibly with his family, after being in Brooklyn. So let me know how y'all feel about that. At least he has a family to come home to. Champagne Thickums don't got no ex-fiance or girlfriend. No shade. He's never been engaged. He knocked up an escort. Kung Fu Kenny was in love with his high school girlfriend. So they not the same. Not knocking up escorts like Champagne Thickums. That's why Champagne Thickum probably a little bit jealous of Kung Fu Kenny. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Diddy, Cassie, and Carisha, link in description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day.